You all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. So we got three methods of locomotion today. So let's dig in. All right, first up we have Super Monsters Bus. Done a video with this before. I sold that one, and I got another one. That's the part of reselling I like, is you get better at it as you go. So I walked into a store, this was there, it was $2. I grabbed it. So I know I've sold these for 30 bucks before. Now usually I've sold them with figures. This time it did not come with any. It does work. So I knew the batteries were in it and it was working. So I'm going to actually take those out. Nobody gets a free ride. I just use a lot of batteries because, I have kids as well. So, and if you store stuff long term with batteries in it, you end up having a problem. I'm taking these out. Their own batteries. So generally, this comes with 7 figures. If you buy it new, which you can't anymore because it's from 2018. I don't know if the show's still around or not. So we know what it is. It's just a matter of pricing it. So let's see. So we have 55 Super Monster buses for sale. So we're not going to look so much at the ones with the figures. You can see the price point on these is pretty good. 55 for sale. That's not a ton, but we got just the bus here for 35. Bus with a figure for 35. This does not look like the same bus, but sometimes people's cameras are kind of weird. As you can see, it's discolored in the same way. This isn't like it was left in the sun or anything. But 25 is our low point now. And I do want to move this because it is pretty big. Honestly, I don't want to store it long term. We got one down here for 20. So 20 may be our selling point. And again, you can price it however you want, but the higher the price, the longer you have it. So 55 for sale, 46 sold. Provided they're all the bus, that's a really good sell-through, and that tells me this probably wasn't ever made again. So we're looking at about 20 bucks. And pricing looks like that's going to be about right, because with figures they're going for more. This one with one figure 25, one figure for 20, one without figures for under 20, but I don't want to do under 20 because we have to do shipping. 20, just the bus. Yeah, so we're going to do 20. Poundage, it's about 2 pounds. So, let's see. So $7 spent today on this stuff. 20 shipping. We're going to be about there because it is kind of heavy. And probably will bill for shipping, actually. But either way, we're going to end up about there. All right, let's look at the trolley. All right, next up, we have Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood electric trolley. So there are 2 kinds of these. There is just a pullback trolley that has a bell that dings, and then there's the talking electric trolley. I've had one of these on the show already and sold that one pretty quick. So this one works. Occurs to me, I probably would get a copyright strike if I actually played that whole thing, so we will stop. It's in good shape. See if the light works. Yep. Let's go. So I got on and off a try me. I don't think this goes odd. I think it's a friction drive. My desk isn't very good at friction drives. Huh. Yeah, but either way, it's working. You can pull the top open. In the past, when I've sold these, I had figures to go with it. I don't this time. So again, we're just looking at only the trolley. All right, so 437. And looking at 16 here, 18. So you can see the two different ones. One with the buttons, obviously the electric, and this is just the pullback one. I've sold several of both. It's a popular series. Figures go really well. But yeah, we're looking at about 15 or 16 at the moment. So 437. Sell rate almost 100. That's fine. So this will move. This one with a figure 15, 21. $24 with figures. Another one without for 17. So I think 15's fine. Again, I don't want to have it forever. I paid $2 for it. This one's lighter than the bus, I believe. It might not be. Oh yeah, I gotta take my batteries out. But yeah, I guess we'll do 10. Nah, 5. I'll do about 15. We'll do 5 plus shipping, something like that. Work that out. It'll be around there. So two turned into 7, which is fine because it's gonna move quick. And then last one's a bin. I'm not entirely sure what's in it, so we'll check that out. All right, and lastly, we've got a big bin of Thomas the Train Track. This is the older style. I got it for $3. So with Thomas the Train stuff, Track always sells, because if you have somebody in your family, friend, whatever, that likes this and you don't know what they have, but you want to get them something related to the trains, you buy Track, because anybody would be happy to get Track. But sometimes it goes to a specific set. Figure that out by looking up the number on the bottom of the track. So it has a year. It is Mattel/Ghislaine. And our track number T0210. So T0210 corresponds to a straight and curved track pack. So like I said, if people don't know what you like, but they know you like Thomas, they get your Track. They have an entire pack of it now. So it also looks like it corresponds to a bridge pack. So again, it's just a pack of tracks that we can figure out what it goes to. Keep looking. See if we have any other identifying numbers. And then tally up what we got. These don't have anything on them. We've got a helipad, which may or may not go to this. That is a number on it. We'll punch that in real quick. Fisher-Price Super Cruiser. So we'll take a look at this and see if we have everything. So there's our helipad. Okay. The track is a different color, however. Right? So this is going to be several things mixed together, perhaps. We have this roof that doesn't appear to go to anything here. and may not even go to Thomas, quite frankly. We don't know where this came from, so I'll try it again. Thomas. This one's M65. And I'm kind of thinking this isn't Thomas. It doesn't feel right. The plastic is a bit thin and cheap. But we'll set it aside. It could go to like a Fisher Price thing. Something like that. A bag. They just threw this in there. Really cheap army men. Get that. Yeah, so we'll sort this out, see how many pieces we have, and see if anything else. Interesting. Okay, so this is a different year on this track. This is a 2006 Hit Toy Company. Now, the pieces are almost identical. This one, however, has some wrenches and shovels along the edge. And this one is completely nondescript, the Hit Company. So I'm wondering if this goes to a particular set. It's the only one with wrenches and shovels. I have to sort this out. This is a real Scooby-Doo mystery here. Alright, so we've sorted all this out. So, as I suspected, the two rooftops are not Thomas. They're Lincoln Logs. And Lincoln Log sets do sell, but not really two pieces. So, I'm just going to toss those. I run into almost no Lincoln Logs, and quite frankly, I don't want to be bothered with them because they're heavy. It's another thing that's going to take up quite a bit of space. So, from that set with the helipad, the only thing we had is half of the helipad itself. I don't have the other half. I don't have any other parts to it. So, interestingly, and I'm not going to bother holding it up because you're not going to be able to see it, I compared some of the track from this Hit Company to Mattel 3 years apart, and they are literally the same part. So, I think it's like Dr. Pepper, like the company Ghislaine owns Thomas, and they either allow or have some deal with a toy company for whatever run, but they give them the specs and they make the exact same thing, and then a few years later they get a different deal. So the Hit and the Mattel tracks are identical. Now, I can't identify a set for any of these, so I'm just going to sell it as a large bundle of mixed track, count up all my curves, my long straight, medium straight, short straight, very short straight. I have one break piece here, and then I'll just throw in the helicopter stuff. So we're going to have to look up what we can get for this amount of track. I haven't checked up on this stuff. I do sell Thomas. I don't sell a ton of it, but I never have. I don't know how popular it is exactly at this point, but trains are basically immortal. So it'd be interesting to see. 4,200 track sets. I have 43 pieces here. So we're going to look and see roughly what that's going for. We got like 35 up here. These don't look correct. And there's so many different kinds. 100 pieces. There's some with trains. So I got it for $3, so I don't want to keep it around. I do already have 2 other track sets still. So I'm going to price it aggressively to get it out the door. Which is how I roll. You can roll however you'd like. This person's doing like a little over $1 a track. This guy's got yeah, that's kind of seems to be the going rate, but I'm not going to do anywhere near that because, like I said, I don't want it around. So 4,200 track sets, and we've got 1,000 sold. That's fine. Of course, it's all mixed. I'm not seeing anything standing out as far as a particular set. This is all mixed, just like the original results. So this was a bid. 30. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a flat 25. The good thing is you could just bind this up and throw it in, you know, a couple of mailers together. It's not going to break. It'll ship just fine. So perfect. 42 pieces, $37. So if I do 25 shipping included, this should go real quick. That would put me about there. Not a bad day. And it's all stuff that, because I'm pricing it low, it should be gone within a week or two, especially with holidays coming up. Stuff is gonna start flying out of here. This is what I like to see. My income post Thanksgiving generally triple. And, you know, for a time after Christmas, because people get money and then they buy stuff that they wanted that they didn't get. But we're getting there. Let's not jump ahead too much. We got Halloween coming up. That's a good time. So that'll do it. So if you like reseller content, toy content, Thomas the Train content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.